Welcome back to Natural Rhythm, a YouTube channel where we share our thoughts and life connected to nature's natural rhythm. We live a life where we try our best to live in harmony with our soul, with our mind, bodies, and nature. This is not always easy, and through this YouTube film we will share how we have been a little bit out of alignment and how we try to get back in alignment again. It's not always easy to be connected and live a life that you enjoy. So we need to really listen within, and sometimes you need to adjust a little bit when you fall out of your true nature. It's been a while since we made a film now, and that's because we have been in hibernation mode, just cooking food, resting, and being inside in the warmth. But a lot has actually been going on, and we feel ready to come back and share it with you. We have many stories that we want to share, but let's start with the first one. So let's go back to November, where we entered the dark season for reals. Time for breakfast! The next morning, where we were ready for some change in our lives. At this point in our journey, we started to become a little bit too comfortable in our little cottage. And with this, I mean that we maybe were about to become a little bit lazy. Because I believe that we need to have some challenges in our lives. We need to have some goals to work through, and if we as a society or as a person get too comfortable where we're at and not expanding our lives or views or actions or habits, we get pretty stuck in our lives and in ourselves, because we are really meant to grow and change. Sometimes we really just need some devotion and wake up and do the stuff you don't want to do, like clean the house when you don't feel like cleaning the house, because you know you will feel a lot better when it's done. So we could notice this pattern where things were not getting done, and we knew we needed to do something about it. Mikkel was super inspired this morning and had a little plan to how we could change this around for the better.
Lately, our lives have not been the most aligned. I've had some bad routines, like scrolling on the phone in the morning and watching YouTube very late. I just feel like I could create more and consume less, if you know what I mean. And that's why I asked Sela yesterday if you wanted to join me for a challenge, a 30-day challenge, where we basically unfuck our lives or create a nice morning routine to see if that will change our lives. And we usually do this at this time of year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every dark season.
Yeah, because it's getting darker now and attention is turning inwards on ourselves, so it's time to do the inner work and Yeah.
So the challenge, it's about getting a better morning routine, and we believe if you have a good morning routine, your whole day will change as well, and then your life.
Yeah. Because when you tune into yourself in the morning, you'll find the inspiration for what you want to do this day, find the strength to do it, and you'll find peace of mind in the morning. And also discipline to not get distracted that much.
Yeah, and you also set the tone for the day, kind of. So
Yeah.
if you start the day scrolling, for example, it's very easy to continue doing that habit the rest of the day. But if you start your day doing yoga, writing some goals, writing about what you're thankful for, cleaning the house or making some good food for yourself and eating while being present, and maybe continue working on your projects instead of checking in with the world, what they are doing and consuming other people's life.
Yeah, because if you do something that is challenging to you, it will get much easier to do the challenging things later in the day also.
That's right, honey. And we are actually very good at dedicating us to the things we want to do if we want to. And we have had many different phases of our life where we are very dedicated to our spiritual practices, to, for example, building our van, and other stuff, to even move here, to make everything happen as we want to. But then it's very fast to, or very easy, I mean, to end up in a rhythm that you don't like and enjoy, because for some days it's very comfortable scrolling or looking at YouTube or being a bit lazy or relax, you know? That's okay some days, but if that's starting to be your habit, then you will not reach your goals. And we have many goals.
yeah, I have so much things I wanna realize.
I think we have more projects in our mind and in our hearts than many people.
Yeah, probably.
So for us to reach these goals, and not even goals, it's kind of like a life purpose that is bubbling inside of us, and if we don't follow it, we get sad and depressed and we don't have any meaning. And that's why we need to continue working on it, even though it's hard some days, even though it's challenging, and also even though it sometimes gets very slow, so you almost can't see any results, but you know inside and you know from experience that you are getting closer to your heart's mission, kind of. Yeah.
And that's the way to go. And also, I definitely wanna dive deeper into my spiritual practices. That's a big point of doing this.
Yeah.
I wanna connect deeper with myself, with what's inside me, with my inspiration and intuition, and also evolve spiritually.
Yeah.
That means creating a stronger shield, a stronger connection to everything. Source. And yeah. So, what is a good morning routine? What do you think we should have in our morning routine?
Meditate.
Meditation?
It's been coming up for me, and it doesn't need to be too long, but do it every day, like a habit. At least have the first half an hour of your day quiet so you can tune in. You know, if you put on music, if you start scrolling, you are starting to take in other people's energy and fields. But if you start the day with just being in quietness, rather write, meditate, or go for a walk in nature, it can absolutely be different types of things. It doesn't need to be the same every day. At least not for me. I like it to be varied because I need different days in my life to feel fulfilled, kind of. If it's the same, I get bored.
Yeah, and I think that's a good start or good framework to have the first 30 minutes without phone, without music, in silence. That's a very good frame because you're very fluid or feminine. But for me, I want to have a little more strict practice. I want to wake up because it's much easier for me to wake up and know what I have to do to tune into myself than to be in tune with myself when I wake up and just I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So for me, I think I want to involve some movement.
Yeah.
And some practices to tuning in. So movement, that's either yoga or workout.
Yeah, nice.
And some toning, I think, of some very special mantras or runes.
Norwegian runes or northern runes.
Yeah. I think I want to get back to that.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
And I think that's two keys. And absolutely, I want to go back to writing also, and hydration. I think that will be my 4 pillars.
Okay.
If that's 4.
Nice. Yeah, and also it's very good in the morning to go outside barefoot to ground and get the infrared and infrapurple light from the sunrise, because that do something with your hormones. It wakes you up and are kind of calling your hormones to start working and give you energy and balance everything inside your body naturally. So that's also very good if it's a bit warm or if you are waking up before sunrise, or anyways, just look outside before you put on the light in the roof.
Yeah.
Because that's LED light and it's not.
Yeah, it's basically telling your body it's a different time of the day, and that will make your body create different hormones, as you said, and so that you will feel bad in the end, I think.
Yeah, if you not get the natural sunlight. So that's a very easy way to get a better life, I have heard, and we have a lot of big windows. So I feel like we get that natural light without even going outside. Well, it feels like it, but I'm not sure. I bet it's better to go outside. But
that's getting harder and harder because it gets colder and colder.
It's getting very cold.
Yeah.
But you can have clothes on and just go outside and breathe in the elements, you know?
Yeah.
And be grateful for nature. It's also a very nice practice to start the day with being present and grateful for what you have and what's around you.
Yeah, so this is some good routines to make our lives better. So yeah, we'll start tomorrow and we'll film the process and how we feel.
I have one more thing. That's also washing my face in the morning. and massage my face with castor oil and even maybe sometimes some frankincense oil, and kind of do some self-care and look a bit good and not just walk around with this dot on my head with lazy clothes and don't feel good in my own skin. Because even though I won't meet any people, it's still a frequency if you dress up like a mess and you don't even wash your face or brush your hair. So that's very important for me, and also smell good and explore with different colors. Today I took a green shirt, that's the heart chakra, and I like to explore with which color I use to attract different energies. Because sometimes I am a very lazy girl that look like shit because I don't care so much.
No, never look like shit. Always look beautiful.
Yeah, but I can look like I'm coming straight out of the forest and been there for 100 days without
or
a
the bed.
hairbrush. Yeah. So I'm gonna change that a bit.
Okay. Good.
On my gram.
I always thought that was my mind and this body too. Until I asked myself what was looking. So that was day one of my routine. It took about an hour, a little more than that. And I did hydration, movement, the runes, and writing. I feel good, calm, present, and ready for the day. So it's working. And yeah, I feel clarity about what I will do today. Instead of getting influenced by the phone, the world, I'm now influenced by what my inspiration is today. Good morning, it's day 2 of the challenge and I'm ready to go for it. It's a bit earlier in the morning, about 8 o'clock, and the winter is coming. The sky was pink and the ground is white, but there's no snow yet. But it looks like it might be close. So let's get the inner flame started.
Hva er den? Vil du ut? Hva vil du? Ut?
Fish enough. All right. Fish enough. I think that will be wonderful to do.
Yes. This challenge can maybe seem pretty big and very hard to manage to do. But actually the biggest part of this challenge is to be present in life and feel into what the moment wants to give to you. And don't try to be so distracted all the time, but just be with everything. Be with the people you love, be with your body, be with your breath, be with your laughter. And in that way, come in deeper contact with your true nature, yourself, and your heart. Hello, my happy hipster.
Hello, my human hamster.
Yo, brother. Yo, brother. Brother. Aya.
Happy capster.
Brother. Josephine. I could be showing you many beautiful mornings where we are dedicated to our practice and are doing what we preach. But to be honest, that wouldn't be a good story. And to be honest, that's not either the truth. Because we did follow this for many days, but then we started to be a little bit lazy again. We were not so motivated to record, and after some weeks we actually started doing less and less morning practice as well. And to be honest, we felt out of it again. Wow. And the funny thing is, when I was gonna edit this film, I kind of got reminded by myself how important the morning practice is. And I'm not gonna lie, it's beautiful and I love it. But it's not for everyone to do the same thing every day, and it's not for everyone to move your body every day either. What up?
Day 4. Ready?
How are you feeling? Tired. Some days, especially in the dark season, your body needs to just lay down and rest deep. But we did learn a lot from this process, and we did have many beautiful mornings with sacred practice, and other mornings where my body were just super sore and I didn't even felt like doing anything. But after getting onto the mat, I started noticing that it still felt very good to just do something, just breathe, just move into a cat stretch or a child pose, just to check in with yourself. Sometimes that's the only thing you need. And I think we're just gonna skip this film a little bit further into the story, where we have some reflection of how it went and how it felt like, and maybe it can inspire you to do something similar or to start tuning more into yourself every morning. Good morning. Today is the 8th day on our morning routine challenge, and we are here to give you guys our reflections and how it's been for us. So Mikkel, do you want to share how it's been to do a healthy morning routine every day and not be on the screen and tune in at the start of the day?
Yes, it feels very nice actually. It felt so good because I wake up and I have like a mission, know what I'm gonna do. That is to make a tea and to go into the yoga studio, do my practice. And since that is the only thing I'm gonna do in the morning, it feels very focused and very clear. And I'm able to tune into myself and to then go into my day with a clear vision of what I want to achieve that day. I stepped out of the darkness I was in. I didn't actually know how much it was affecting me, my bad morning routine, but now it's very clear that to have a morning routine is very nice.
What was the darkness you were in?
Yeah, just not healthy routines.
So how did you used to start your day before?
Checking the phone and laying down.
In bed, laying on the couch?
Because there's something in me that feels like checking the phone and like checking on Instagram and yeah, different things.
Yeah.
It feels important. It feels like that is a thing to do, but it's actually not.
That's where the life is.
Yeah.
You think so?
Feels like that, and yeah. So many reflections has come up in these 7 days actually, and many synchronicities has come up, and one of those are that our life is not on the screen. I feel like so many people, even in the spiritual world, are locked into the screen, or feels like that is where life happens, what you share, and yeah.
I just look at my cat.
Yeah, maybe you have some reflections
so
on that.
cute.
Maybe you have some reflections on that.
On that everyone is on the screen too much. Yeah, I think that's a disease we have right now. It's kind of like a pandemic that everyone is addicted to the screen and addicted to stress and stimulation. Because when you are getting information from your phone or the computer all the time, or just from music and podcasts and everything, you fill up your brain and your body with energy and people and emotions very fast, and we are not built to get so much information in a short period of time. Because like, for example, on Instagram or TikTok, you can see maybe 100 pictures and films in like less than an hour. And that's a lot of different people's energy and lives and information that you don't need to take in. But it will get into your body, even though you don't think about it. It will set kind of like an energy imprint in your field and be with you, and also affect your thoughts, your actions, your lusts, your everything. And it's also very often normal that you compare yourself to all those people that are on the internet, and that can even make you take different choices that you normally wouldn't do, because you think some other people have a better life or are more successful or are more in alignment than you, but that's normally not true.
Okay, that's a very important reflection. So, and on the other side, when you have a healthy morning routine, you tune into yourself in the morning.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, because you had a vision of what your morning routine was like, but you're very flowy. And also you watched a video that taught that you don't want to be that disciplined necessarily.
Yeah.
So I want to hear your reflections on how your morning routine is and how you go about finding the right way. And also maybe a little bit about the discipline.
Yeah, okay. So I am a woman and I am very feminine. So compared to Mikkel, I maybe have some different values and how I like to tune into my body, because my body is different. And I also have a cycle, and when I am in my inner autumn and winter, I like to do things more slow. And maybe some days it's actually nice for me to start the day in bed and drink a coffee there and write in my journal and meditate and do stuff that is much more slow. But other days it's amazing to start the day in the yoga studio and do more similar practice as Mikkel do. But for me, I think it's too kind of strict to have like this box that I need to follow every day if my body tells me something else. But still, I feel like it's important to be devoted to your inner practices in some way and do something that is good for your soul, and not, for example, start the day with scrolling. I never do that, to be honest. I haven't done that in years because I know how bad it is for my body and for my mind and brain. When I start the day scrolling, or if I scroll a lot, like in the first hours at the day, it's very easy to continue doing it for the rest of the day. So for me, it's been very nice to tune in, but lately I've been very inspired, and also I also want to have my yoga practice. So when Mikkel is practicing, it's very easy for me to join him and do it, because it's very nice and you can choose if you want to do a very energetic flow or practice, or if you want to do a more slow yin practice.
Energized or calm. And it sounds like it's not natural for a woman to do the same thing every day, because a man's natural rhythm is more the same every day, every day of the month.
Yeah.
And we have kind of the same energy levels or the hormonal levels the whole month. So we can do the same thing every day, and that feels good. But for you, you have to adjust to your inner rhythm.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's beautiful to see.
Yeah, and I think that's also why this world is more built for men than women, even though it's not built for men either. how you're going to work at 8, 9 in the morning, or 7 even, to 5, and you're doing the same every day. And especially for women, we have a cycle and it changes, and it's very hard for us to keep up doing that. When you are bleeding, you need to rest and you need to be more alone and stuff like that, because you're very sensitive. So that's very strange that we are living in this society with that unnatural rhythm.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and we have been chanting some runes that are aimed to elevate our spiritual path.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna make some song out of them. And yeah, do you have any reflections on that?
Yeah, that's been very beautiful. We have like the words that we're gonna chant. And runes, by the way, are coming from the north, and we are living in Norway. We are from Norway, so it's very natural for us to work with the runes. Actually, I believe our ancestors did the same, so that's very powerful. And it's very beautiful because we don't have any melody to the songs. We just know the words we're gonna sing, and each day it comes a new melody intuitively. And we have been recording some of the melodies that have been coming intuitively from us. And who knows, maybe that's our ancestors coming through us, or past lives even. That old memories that we are remembering them again.
Yeah, because the one we recorded yesterday feels so familiar.
Yeah, it's so strange.
Yeah,
it's like, is this a song that's already made? Maybe, but yeah, it feels so familiar. It's super strange. And it was when you found, or like,
I found the chords
and started singing it, and then I was just joining, and it was just so natural.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, and I feel like there is one next level, one next step, because we're reading a book called The Children of the Light, and in that book they said that
the Essenes.
Yeah, the Essenes, the Children of the Light. Yeah, it's the name of the book. And in that book they say that it doesn't matter if you tune into yourself in the morning and do a spiritual practice if you not take that with you in your work the rest of the day. So you have to bring that with you into the day, into all you do. That peace, calmness, harmony, and also your signature frequency into everything you do. Because I feel like I didn't do that in the start. I didn't actually take that frequency with me into the day. And I just did the morning routine, felt good, and then did something that changed that a little bit and didn't bring that frequency with me.
Yeah.
So that's the next level for me, at least, to bring that with me through the day and into everything.
I really resonate with that.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's where the devotion comes into the picture. Because devotion, it's about, for me at least, it's about doing something you are passionate about and bringing your soul into it, kind of. And let your soul guide, or your heart, or whatever you want to call it, guide you. And when you are following that guidance, you won't do things that is bad for you. You won't choose to put on Netflix and eat some crap and lay in bed all day, because you are tuned in and you know that you have something more important to do, and something that your soul is calling you to do. And it was actually one day this week where I was very tired, and that's okay, but I laid in bed all day and I watched different stuff on YouTube, and I had a lot of things I actually wanted to do, but I was so tired and I never went out of bed after meditating and doing some morning routine first. And then I started feeling so bad because I knew that I could do better even though I was tired. I knew I could do, for example, yin yoga or take a slow walk out in nature or something like that. Brings me more peace.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, when I started feeling very terrible, I knew I had to go out of bed and do something nice. So I did yoga, I recorded a yoga film, and I recorded a talk to you guys and a talk to my portal that I have. And it didn't take any energy from me. It gave me energy to do these things.
Yeah.
And
Inspired you.
then, yeah, and then I felt great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this was like 8, 9 in the evening.
But yeah, I've been watching a lot of YouTube lately. I love watching YouTube. There is so much fun and things to learn from YouTube.
Yeah,
But
it can be like a school.
Yeah. But many times when I watch YouTube, it is kind of escape. And yeah, so I want to invite you after this video to just pause the YouTube for a bit and take some deep breaths and check in with yourself. What are you here to do? What can you do now to actually rest, if that is why you're watching TV? To rest. How can you rest even deeper, even more powerful? Or how can you tune into yourself and maybe inspire some creativity?
Yeah.
Or some cleaning, or
Writing.
maybe a shower, or writing. Yeah, what are you truly inspired to do? Maybe you should just close the PC and sleep right now. I don't know.
Or meditate.
Yeah.
It's a nice way to
Or start the day.
Get more energy. And yeah, also do it from self-love because you love yourself. Do everything in your life from self-love. And then you will probably choose differently. Yeah, that's very important.
Yeah. Nice. I feel like we wrapped that up pretty good.
Yeah.
Everything came through.
Yeah, so maybe like just to really wrap it up is to say that I feel much better now than I did 10 days ago or like 9 days ago before we started this channel. No. Challenge. I mean, and that's how fast you can turn your life around, to be honest.
Thanks. It's spontaneous. It happens like this.
So you can always choose a different path. It's always there in front of you. You just have to devote yourself to yourself.
And it might feel hard to take that choice, but it's much harder to stay where you are. I promise you.
Yeah, so it's beautiful to have a good morning routine, but also if you're working and you don't have time for it, you can always do it after work as well. Kind of like start the day over again and do something good for yourself in the evenings also.
Yeah, and if you're already doing this, having a morning routine, I challenge you to comment down below what your morning routine is like and maybe inspire some others to do some nice stuff for themselves.
Yeah.
So yeah, and
or just
great job.
Just share with us what you think about this video and the challenge, or if you are inspired to start doing it yourself. Yeah.
So yeah, peace and love from us, and wish you a harmonious life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you in the next one.